Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another weekly episode, another weekly offering of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series. I am the Memory Astrologer, y'all. And this weekly offering we're going back in time. It's from December 19th through December 25th, 2022. So first things first, happy holidays. Second things second, happy solstice, happy almost Capricorn season, y'all. Happy almost Capricorn season. So this is a really good time to use our time wisely, use our thoughts wisely, use our perceptions wisely, use what we have learned during Sagittarius season as experiences, as little arrows. Gain our wisdom, gain our stride, gain our steadiness, learn about our will. Now is the time to use it wisely. Use it wisely. All right, you all. Please thumbs up this video. Oh my goodness. Please like, share, and subscribe. Send and share this message out. People who make you feel good. People who allow you to continue growing and blossoming into the person that you are destined to be. Send it with those groups, organizations, and people. All right, you all. Please remember to subscribe. Turn on your ringer so that you can hear when the messages are being dropped. Okay, you all? Please remember that you can always come on over to the Playful platform at Patreon, on over to the TheeMemoryAstrologer side. It's some astrology notes and some astrology freebies, you feel me? And it's a little bit of everything on there. So just come on, some freebies for you to read. The freebies are also in the description box below. It's the new moon freebies, the full moon freebies. All right, you all. If you'd like to send a love offering, the Linktree link is in the description box below. It's also, the Amazon wish list is in the Linktree link in the description box below. And if you would like to send a love offering, a love tip, the Cash App link is in the description box below. All right, y'all. Please remember to do your 3 deep cleansing breath. In from your nose, slowly out your mouth. To be open, to be aware, and to be ready for this weekly message. All right, you all. I don't really get nothing to say the whole time. Yeah. Think before you react. There's a lot of possibilities going on in front of you. Be mindful of which one you're paying attention to. If you need to relax, cartoons is always the go-to. And I'm saying cartoons like your favorite cartoons when you were a kid. Adult cartoons, the one with cursing in it. If that doesn't work, the next step, always get outside, clear your head, be one with nature, take a walk. I see people listening to music while they're walking down the street, and that's really good, but we need to be very mindful about what's going on in the environment and what car that is coming down the street and who that is walking across the street and whose dog that is. When was the last time we saw that dog? There's a dog on the leash. So it's a lot of things we need to be paying attention to. So yeah, I just feel like it's constant messages in all the environments, and we really have to be open and aware to paying attention to that. But it's not like we need to be overly aware of what's going on. We just need to be focused, calm, collective, and when it comes to us, because it's gonna come to us, we should just accept that and trust. That's kind of the purpose that we're going Capricorn season is trusting the information that you're giving. Trusting yourself. So yeah, trusting your own belief system. Trust to build a belief system. Redefine a belief system. What's that? Yeah. I like that. Something tells me that it's going to be a 4 of clubs week, and I only truly say that because there's this fixed withholding of things. I wonder why. Okay. 8 of Diamonds, 3 of Spades upright, and 5 of Spades upright. I like this. 5 of Spades and 3 of Spades automatically give us 9 of Spades. That's that awareness of the environment. That's that universal conversations that are connecting to us. That's that trusting and believing going on. So it's the conversations that are coming to us in the environment. 8 of Diamonds, and it's like a review, re-understanding, redefining of it. So it could be a bunch of different things. One can tell us to have more redefining our values and our motives and our values, how we define our values and the work that we do, the processes that we go through. But this can also tell us that through the hard experiences of life, through the depths of life, through the learning of life's experiences, one can now reuse and remold the lessons as experiences to better unearth the many layers of yourself. This can also talk about, bro, it's a whole lot of 8s here. I did say 9, huh? 5 plus 3 is 8. Yeah, 8 here, 8 there. What are we staying up at night thinking about? Oh, our time. Oh, we have, okay. We need to think better about how to money strategize, time strategize. What really is important to us? Relationships, jobs, environments, luxuries, bills. This is prioritizing. This is truly prioritizing our time, prioritizing our values, prioritizing our needs, prioritizing our emotional capacities, prioritizing our relationships. We need to bring order in our life. And once we bring order in our life, it'll impact our money. But to not have order in our life can allow us to be fixed, can allow us not to know what we have, can allow us to is really fixed and not know what we have. That's what I really want us to be aware of, the things that we currently have. We need to make a to-do list, and then we also need to do a prioritizing from that to-do list. So if you get 5 things to do, what do you need to do number 1, and why do you need to do number 1, and how long can you do that? So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot because long term, let's see. We have learned about our own awarenesses to our own decisions, but that's allowed us to grow foundational wisdom. So we grew foundational wisdom in our money, in the way that we spend money, in our relationship with money, in our ability to connect to money. But it also allowed us to make some mistakes with money, allowed us to grow our relationships to ourselves, to people. And here it's a lot of remolding, redefining that had to go on internally, externally. But that's the process of maturing. That's the process of being a cyclical individual on the path of growth. But through this path and through this process, one thing that we can give to ourselves, the one thing that we can control, is our stability, having internal and external stability. And that can really stabilizing your environments, cleaning your environments. How often do you clean your environments? Spending money, how often do you spend money? Maybe you want to go out every weekend, but you can't go out every weekend because you got a big bill that's coming up. So maybe you go out of the month, one big time and one little time. So it's about strategically using your time wisely, your emotions wisely, your needs wisely, so we can best benefit the person that you are growing into, the power that you are stepping into, to be able to hold this power, to be able to grow and to use this power the way that it should be used, the way that you are. I have something else to say, okay? there's an earthing process ancestrally that can assist us, or that you can assist us literally with our understanding of ourselves, with our understanding of connecting to other people, with our understanding of like the external world, the other worlds. But here is also telling us to go deeper to find it. It's really find out your own values. I'm really feeling that. Like, what are your own values? What are your own motives? What are your own values? What are your own motives? And this just seems real. What is it called when a message is not like clear all the way, but it's like bits and pieces? It's not stoic, but it's like, it's puzzled. It's a puzzled message. It's a coded message. Is there anything else? Yeah, the coded message. Yeah, I love it. I love the forest, because the forest has to like find this internal strength, but also not be so fixed in one's mindset. I like it because it's constantly the building off of curiosity and the expression of oneself. And that means that reform needs to happen. Reform needs to happen. Reform needs to happen in the way that we view ourselves, the way that we connect to ourselves, the way that we understand ourselves, the way that we are developing ourselves. Because it doesn't just impact us, right? It impacts the group. The group's values can impact you. Your ancestors' values, thoughts, perspectives, ideals about situations can be transmuted into us, because that is the systems that we came through. So from these systems, we can reform and reuse the values that we are given to our benefit, and to use them as life lessons to our purpose, to life lessons for us to build bridges, to build better foundations. The things with eights is they always talk about power and control. But whose power and control, and why are we talking about power and control? Shouldn't we use this as an opportunity to grow awareness to really what we have, our internal strengths, the transformations that's really going on? And yes, they're going on externally, but they're really going on internally to really uncover, define, unearth, research a different possibility of yourself. Also, if you might do the research to think about how to spend your money wisely, it'll help us out. It's thinking and making better decisions. But to make better decisions, one has to reflect. One has to look back. One has to be aware. And I like this because the growing of awareness is something that is continuous. 5 talked about the changes in the bodies. But 5 is also an internal anxiousness. 3s have an internal anxiousness. It's the anxiousness in the mind, the growth of the mind. And here it's just like the connection of the growth in the mind and of the body. So we need to be very mindful of how much we're thinking. If we're thinking a lot, if we're exercising our mind a lot, maybe we need to exercise our body. Maybe we need to exercise our spine. Maybe we need to stretch more. Well, it's not even maybe we need to do that for real. We need to up our intake in water. We need to maybe think about how we are, the things that we are taking in. The things that we are taking in, relationship-wise, the things that we are taking in, the way that we eat, the things that we're taking in through the money. Are we wasting our money? Are we spending our money wisely? What does it look like to spend our money wisely? Why is that even important? You feel me? What goals do we have long term? And how is this money going to strategically help us get to where we need to go? This is also, when we're running a race, and this is our moment of downtime to really realize on, where do I have to go? How much time do I have? Where's the next area to get some water? Do I need to use the bathroom? So this is our moment of downtime of reflecting, of rethinking, so we can keep moving forward. And here we need to very much be mindful of how our curiosity and our decision making need to be on the same path. maybe we want to do so many different things, and right now our money is kind of tight because we want to do so many different things, because we're trying to celebrate all these many different situations that's going on. So with that, we need to be very mindful of what we need to do, what is important, and prioritize. Is there anything else we need to know? Another 4, look at this, bro. We need to be very mindful, because we need to be mindful of our intake. We need to be mindful of our relationship to money. We need to be mindful of our relationship to ourselves and how we communicate with ourselves. The way that we think about ourselves. The way, when we have a very low money, and because our money is low, it impacts the way we see ourselves. The way that we communicate with ourselves, we need to be very mindful about that. If we feel that way, how can we set a system to not allow us to get in a situation like that, so we don't have to feel that way? If we do feel that way, who are the people that we can talk to, that we can communicate with? Is there anything else you want us to know? I'm going to do one oracle card. Okay, this one flipped over. Let's kind of see it. Yeah, Jack of Diamonds. This is our opportunity. This is the message. This is the opportunity for us to grow awareness to really our own values, to really our own moments of refinement. What does that look like? Because we have the opportunity of being the authority of being the authoritative. I was trying to think about, what did I just say? Authoritative. We are the person over. We are mature now, since we have this new layer, new level of understanding, because of the maturity, because of the experiences that we have gone through in our life. How can we use them to our advantage? How can we use the wisdom of the previous predecessors with the previous knowledge, wisdom, savvy that we have right now to where we want to go? Be mindful of our energy. Be mindful of our want to be sociable. Use our energy wisely. Use our tongue wisely. Use the way that we speak wisely. But also be mindful of that in others. Back of the deck. Yeah. It's okay. It's really okay, because I like this. I like this because it allows us to be very mindful of our decisions. It allows us to be open and be strategic, and to understand that logicalness, creativity needs to be molded. And the molding and the integration process of it allows us to incorporate different parts of wisdom, different forces that we wasn't really previous understanding, previous seeing, previous aware of. I like that. It's learning through experiences. That's real. That's real. My mama will either say, you feel me, either we learn from other people or we learn through experiences. Nonetheless, we learn, right? Hopefully we understand, so we can see the constant re-looping of situations, so we can be aware, so we can sidestep. But why is sidestepping even important? This upcoming new moon in Capricorn, coming over to the Playful Platform or Patreon, I got something to say. We got some cards that fell out. Back of the deck is Divine Love. The cards that fell out, we got Divine Flow. We got Deepening upright. We got Love upright. We got Self-Love upright. And we got Your Path upright. But the only card that we have reversed is Divine Love and Divine Flow. So that is literally the fours. That is, being stuck in our own ways, being stuck in our own mindsets. Sometimes we're not really being able to see the opportunities in front of us, the possibilities in front of us, the transformations in front of us, because we're constantly seeing things from a one perspective when we should be seeing the dualness of it. Maybe that means we need to take a step back. Maybe we need to detach from the situation. Maybe we need to detach emotionally. Maybe we need to think about really what's going on and not think about, what to say, but think about what is being said. That means listen, take in, digest, understand. Get you a magnifying glass and really pay attention. You feel me? Divine Flow Reverse says, eventually one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. So we see it's what? One flower, and there is a multiple of other flowers going on. It's a flower party, y'all. It's a party full of flowers. So here we see that from these experiences, they are all one. They're all growing together. And for them to all grow together, they kind of need to understand the balance of things. So to understand the balance of things, we need to probably understand our own unique abilities, our own unique talents, our own unique hobbies. So here, maybe it's really telling us what we really striving or looking out for, we need to look in for. Deepening. So maybe here we need to get close to our emotions. We need to get closer to our systems. We need to get closer to our pets. We need to get closer to our real, true desires, our real, true, honest conversations with ourselves. Deepening says, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. I like this. It's a rebirth happening, but we have to be aware of the continuous rebirth. That rebirth situation doesn't just happen once. It's a continuous situation, a cyclical path for us to grow our soul's growth, for us to grow our consciousness, our heart growth, for us to grow our mind, our awareness, for us to grow our ability to connect. Love. Our ability to connect. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself, only the connection itself, only the growth of you itself. We talking about a cyclical process, and here it is, a circle. With cyclical movements, we see if we start right here and we keep going around them, we have to come back to the top. But here is also a spade, you feel me? The spade is opened. And here we see it as a frequency, a pathway. But here it's sending us as arrows. So spades can not just be hardships, obstacles, but spades can be also the ability of transformation, of opening, of spreading, of bringing newness. Bringing newness. The newness can connect to yourself, your inner child, other people, children, but it allows you to build better foundations for you and the upcoming generations. Self-love says, let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerabilities, my own vulnerable inner child, my own vulnerabilities, and my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Last but not least, look at this. Another spade in another cyclical path. Do we see this? They all have to come back together. Your path says, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. I love you all. Have a wonderful week.